welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about all the books I read in May. Now before this, in February, I read one book and that was Believe Me, but this month I read 3 books, so it's very exciting. So I'm going to be talking about that today, so stay tuned. The first book I read was The Marriage Test, a heartfelt short story about one couple's journey to discover if there really is a secret ingredient to happily ever after before their upcoming holiday wedding. When Ava Barnes' boyfriend Justin proposes after a whirlwind romance, the young couple embarks on a quest that will test their love. For generations, engaged couples in Ava's family have traveled into the Everglades to retrieve the egg of the magnificent frigate bird in order to bake it into a marriage cake. Those who succeed live happily ever after, while those who fail are destined for heartbreak. With Ava's beloved grandmother gravely ill, never has the marriage tradition meant so much. Ava's dream is to pass the test so her grandmother can attend Ava's holiday wedding to the man she loves. So Ava, Justin, and their best friend Walton, as a witness, set off on a remarkable adventure that will challenge the true depth of their character and devotion. An emotional, heart-rending journey of self-discovery, The Marriage Test turns out to be far more than any of them imagined. Is there any test more challenging than a test of love? This short story was very bland. I thought the narrative was saying the main character picked the wrong guy and she belonged with her friend, but it just ended with her being with no one. I'm just confused what the theme was. Obviously, the supposed love interest had some red flags, but the author was also pointing at the main character. What did she do wrong? Yes, she lied, but at least she was doing it for a good cause, whereas he just didn't want to spend time with his fiancée. At least it was short. I just don't understand what the author was trying to say. The next book I read was The Spanish Love Deception. Catalina Martin desperately needs a date to her sister's wedding, especially since her little white lie about her American boyfriend has spiraled out of control. Now everyone she knows, including her ex and his fiancé, will be there and eager to meet him. She has only 4 weeks to find someone willing to cross the Atlantic and aid in her deception. New York to Spain is no short flight, and her raucous family won't be easy to fool. Enter Erin Blackford, her tall, handsome, condescending colleague, who surprisingly offers to step in. She'd rather refuse. Never has there been a more aggravating, blood-boiling, and insufferable man. But Catalina is desperate, and as the wedding draws nearer, Erin looks like her best option, as she begins to realize he might not be as terrible in the real world as he is at the office. If you've seen my recent videos, you know I've been gushing about The Spanish Love Deception. The story was really fun and I loved Erin Blackford. Unfortunately, at some point it just lost me. The story became soulless, Erin got tiresome, and the book just dragged along. This story has no business being 437 pages. Barely anything happens. It's mostly Catalina's internal monologue. Erin's pet name for Catalina being Baby was like, please. Once Erin and Catalina got together, the story dropped off at that point. I just didn't care. I had rated this 4 stars, but upon further reflection and my bittersweet feelings towards it, The Spanish Love Deception is getting 3 stars. The last book I read was Bad Boys Break Hearts. Mason Wade, star pitcher of the Aldrich University baseball team, is a lot of things. Rich, hotter than sin, the campus's reigning bad boy. We knew each other once upon a time, but even if I'm named after a princess, it doesn't mean my life is a fairy tale. My plan is to keep my head down, get my degree, and leave this town. But the moment Mason Wade recognizes me, all my carefully laid plans come crumbling down. He's decided he wants to make my life a living hell. But I'm not so easy to push around and won't put up with his bully playground antics. Too bad for me, I've never been able to resist him. I'd seen a booktuber talk about this author. I read the synopsis for this book and I wasn't interested. Enough bad boys already, especially rich bad boys. But I did want to read one of the books in this series, Good Guys Don't Lie. But Bad Boys Break Hearts was available for free on Kindle, so I thought, why not? The writing was quite awful, very Wattpad-y. But it was very easy to get through, and that's really the only reason I continued to read it. Especially after the month-and-a-half reading experience with The Spanish Love Deception, I needed a trashy story to breeze through. If it had been a slow-paced story, I definitely would have DNF'd. None of the characters were my cup of tea, especially the bad boy. His justification for treating the girl like trash was outrageous. He was a total asshole, and he should have gotten what he deserved instead of the girl. I hated the, he's a nice guy, you should give him a chance, peer pressure for the girl to get with the bad boy's best friend. Especially when she wasn't into him the whole time, then they judged her saying she was leading him on. Hello, you guys are the ones that made her get with him. If I could erase my memories of this book, I would. Bad Boys Break Hearts gets 2 thumbs down. And those are all the books I read in May. Be sure to comment down below what books you read this past month. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye!